Greetings, friends. Today, we embark on a journey exploring a powerful verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 3. The Bhagavad Gita, often referred to as the Gita, is a 700-verse Hindu scripture. It's a part of the Indian epic Mahabharata, and it's written in the form of a dialogue between Prince Arjuna and the god Krishna, who serves as his charioteer. In this dialogue, Krishna provides Arjuna with guidance on how to deal with moral dilemmas and decisions in life. Today we focus on one such verse, chapter 2, verse 3, which reads, "Cowardice ill becomes one born to act. Cast off this weakness of spirit and arise." This verse, while ancient, holds a timeless message that resonates with anyone seeking motivation. It calls us to shed any fear or self-doubt that may hinder our progress and to rise, ready to act with bravery and determination. Let's delve deeper into this verse and unearth its profound wisdom. The verse we're focusing on today reads, "Cowardice ill becomes one born to act. Cast off this weakness of spirit and arise." Let's start by unpacking the first part. Cowardice ill becomes one born to act. Cowardice, in its simplest form, is the lack of courage. It's the instinct to flee or freeze when faced with adversity. But this verse reminds us that such behavior is unbecoming of us, that it doesn't suit us. Why? Because we are born to act. We are meant to take action, to move forward, to confront challenges head-on. We are not born to sit idly by and watch life pass us by. We are active participants in the grand theater of life, and our role is not one of passivity, but of action. Now let's move on to the second part of the verse. Cast off this weakness of spirit and arise. Here, weakness of spirit refers to a lack of willpower or determination. It's the tendency to give up or give in when faced with obstacles. But the verse urges us to cast off this weakness, to discard it like a worn-out garment. And then it commands us to arise from our state of inaction or defeat, to stand up and face whatever it is that's holding us back. So to sum up, this verse is a call to action. It's a reminder that we are not meant to cower in the face of adversity, but to challenge it, to fight it. It's a call to discard our weakness, our lack of determination, and to stand up, to rise, to take action. Having dissected the verse, we now understand its literal meaning, but let's uncover its deeper philosophical implications. This verse is more than a call to physical action. It's a profound reminder of our potential and our duty to ourselves. Let's delve into the philosophical implications of this powerful verse. The Bhagavad Gita, an ancient Indian text, presents a timeless wisdom that transcends cultural and geographical boundaries. It's not just about the battles fought on the physical realm, but also about the internal conflicts we face as humans. This verse is a call to rise above fear and complacency. It's about overcoming the inertia that keeps us stuck in our comfort zones, the fear that prevents us from stepping into the unknown, and the complacency that blinds us to our potential. It reminds us that we are not born to be stagnant, but to act, to move, to grow, and to evolve. But what does it mean to act? Is it merely about doing something, anything? No, it's about mindful action, about doing what is right, even when it's difficult. It's about standing up for what we believe in, even if it means standing alone. It's about taking responsibility for our lives and our actions, rather than blaming circumstances or others for our predicament. The verse also emphasizes the importance of mental resilience. The world is full of challenges and uncertainties. We may face setbacks, disappointments, and failures. But it's not about how many times we fall, but how many times we get back up. It's about bouncing back with greater strength and determination. It's about not letting our spirit be broken by the storms of life. Moreover, the verse underlines the significance of self-belief. It's about believing in our abilities, in our worth, and in our potential. It's about having the courage to dream big and the conviction to turn those dreams into reality. So, we see that this verse is not just about physical courage, but also about mental resilience, determination, and self-belief. Now that we've grasped the philosophical depth of this verse, let's see how we can apply it in our daily lives. Imagine you're standing in front of a massive rock wall, rock climbing gear in hand. The wall seems insurmountable, the top invisible in its dizzying height. There's a sense of fear, a sense of inadequacy. But remember, this verse tells us to cast off such cowardice and weakness of spirit. So you tighten your grip, place your foot on the first hold, and begin your ascent. Each upward movement is a testament to your courage, each successful grip a victory over your fear. Or consider this. You've been working in the same job for years. It's comfortable, it's secure, but it's not fulfilling. You dream of starting your own business, but the fear of failure holds you back. The verse speaks to you here too. It tells you to cast off the cowardice that keeps you in an unfulfilling job and dare to take the leap into entrepreneurship. And what about relationships? Perhaps there's someone you've wanted to express your feelings to, but the fear of rejection is too great. The verse encourages you to overcome this fear, to take the risk, and to express your feelings openly. These examples are not just about overcoming fear. They're about embracing action, about refusing to allow fear to dictate your decisions. They're about casting off the shackles of cowardice and stepping into the arena of life with courage and conviction. You see, the teachings of this verse aren't just philosophical musings. They're practical, actionable guidelines that we can incorporate into our daily lives. They encourage us to confront our fears, to challenge our limitations, to rise above our perceived inadequacies. In doing so, we not only overcome our fears, but we also step into a more empowered version of ourselves. We become active participants in our own lives rather than passive observers. We become creators of our own destiny rather than victims of circumstance. By integrating these teachings into our lives, we can unlock our potential and live more fulfilling lives. In the last few minutes, we've unraveled and explored a powerful verse from the Bhagavad Gita. A verse that's more than just a collection of words. It's a call to action, a plea for courage, and a guide towards becoming the best version of ourselves. We started by breaking down the verse itself. Cowardice ill becomes one born to act. Cast off this weakness of spirit and arise. Each word carries a weight of wisdom, each phrase a lesson to be learnt. We saw how cowardice isn't just about physical fear, but also moral and emotional courage. The weakness of spirit refers to our self-doubts and insecurities that hold us back, and arise is a call to action, to step up and take charge of our lives. We delved into the philosophical implications of the verse, how it ties into the larger themes of the Bhagavad Gita and the broader wisdom of Eastern philosophy. We discussed the concept of dharma, or duty, and how it calls us to act with courage and integrity, even in the face of adversity. We also explored how this verse isn't just a philosophical concept, but a practical guide that can be applied in our daily lives, whether it's standing up for what's right, overcoming personal challenges, or striving to achieve our goals. This verse is a beacon of motivation and courage. But it's not just about facing our fears. It's about embracing them, understanding them, and then using them as a catalyst to propel ourselves forward. It's about realizing that we are not defined by our fears, but by how we respond to them. And it's not just about arising and taking action. It's about why we rise, why we act. It's about finding our purpose, our passion, our reason for being. It's about understanding that every action we take, every decision we make, is a reflection of who we are and what we stand for. In essence, this verse is a call to live life with conviction, to cast off our fears, to rise and to act. It's about realizing that we are not just passive observers in the grand theater of life, but active participants shaping our own destiny. So as we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the wisdom of this powerful verse. Let's take its teachings to heart and strive to apply them in our daily lives. Let's strive to cast off our fears, to rise, and to act. And in doing so, let us become the best versions of ourselves. Remember, the essence of this verse is to awaken the courage within us, to cast off our fears, to rise and to act. It's a call to live our lives with conviction and purpose. Thank you for joining us today on this enlightening journey.